Hello everyone, welcome to Gagan's virtual classroom. Today we'll read a very interesting story, Who Did Patrick's Homework? It's written by Carol Moore and it's first chapter from class 6th NCERT book Honeysuckle. In this video, we'll see a line-by-line explanation of the chapter. Also, we'll discuss the meaning of difficult words using beautiful pictures. And in the end, we'll discuss question and answers. एंड आगे बढ़ने से पहले आपको बता दूं कि अगर आपको सेम एक्सप्लेनेशन हिंदी में देखनी है तो नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिए गए लिंक को क्लिक करें. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. Who did Patrick's homework? Now before we read the story, let's answer these questions to know ourselves better. Do you like homework? Do you do it yourself or do you get help? What homework do you usually have? Now to answer these questions, you can pause the video, discuss with your partner and then play the video again. I hope you're done with the discussion. So you must have noticed that we're all different. Some of us enjoy doing our homework. Some do it on their own, while some take help from other books. There are still others who do not like homework and who think of games or TV while doing their work. And there are some who don't know what they have to do in their homework. So some find it very difficult. Now this story, Who Did Patrick's Homework, is about Patrick and an elf. Patrick is a schoolboy who doesn't like his homework, who doesn't like doing his homework. He hates homework. And who is an elf? Elf is this creature who is very small in size. He looks like a human. He has pointed ears and has magical powers. So it is an imaginary creature which we only see in stories. So the story is about Patrick and an elf. So now let's read the story and find out who did Patrick's homework. Patrick never did homework. Too boring, he said. He played hockey and basketball and Nintendo instead. So Patrick never liked doing his homework. He said it was very boring. Instead of doing his work, he played hockey, basketball and Nintendo. So Nintendo is this video game. His teachers told him, Patrick, do your homework or you won't learn a thing. So his teachers often advised him to do his work or he will never learn anything. And it's true. Sometimes he did feel like an ignoramus. But what could he do? He hated homework. And it is true, sometimes Patrick did feel like he was an ignorant person. Ignoramus is someone who doesn't know anything, who is dumb. So he did feel like he has no knowledge. But then what could he do? He hated doing his work. So you must have noticed when we read this paragraph that there was a rhythm. So that was because the writer has used many rhyming words in this paragraph. And not only in this paragraph, throughout the story, writer has used many rhyming words. For example, said, instead, him, thing, ignoramus, homework. So many rhyming words have been used in this story. Then one day, he found his cat playing with a little doll and he grabbed it away. Grabbed means to snatch, to take something away with force. So one day when Patrick saw that his cat was playing with the doll, he snatched the doll from the cat. To his surprise, it wasn't a doll at all, but a man of the tiniest size. And he was amazed to see that the cat was not playing with the doll, but it was actually a man of a very small size. He had a little wool shirt with old-fashioned breeches and a high tall hat much like a witch's. And this man was wearing a woolen shirt with old-fashioned breeches. Now breeches are these short trousers, these knee-length pants that people in olden days wore while riding horses. And these are the correct spelling of breeches, but writer has deliberately used these spellings to make it look similar to witches. And also to amuse the readers, he has used these spellings so that they rhyme with witches, so that these two words rhyme. He yelled, "Save me, don't give me back to that cat. I'll grant you a wish, I promise you that." So the little man, he yelled, he shouted, and he said, "Please save me, don't give me back to the cat." And he promised that if he saves him from the cat, he will grant Patrick a wish. Patrick couldn't believe how lucky he was. Here was the answer to all his problems. So Patrick could not believe his luck. In front of him was the solution to all the problems. So he said, "Only if you do all my homework till the end of the semester, that's 35 days, if you do a good enough job, I could even get A's." So Patrick tells the little man that he'll save him from the cat, but then the little man will have to do all his homework till the end of semester. And there are still 35 days left for the semester to end, and for these 35 days, the little man will have to do Patrick's homework. And if the little man does a good job, Patrick could get good marks, he could get good grades in all his subjects. The little man's face wrinkled like a dishcloth thrown in the hamper. He kicked his legs and doubled his fists, and he grimaced and scowled and pursed his lips. "Oh, am I cursed? But I'll do it." Now, in this paragraph, the writer has described the facial expressions of the little man when he heard that he will have to do Patrick's homework. Now, wrinkles are these lines on a person's face. Now, like the lines or the creases formed on a crumpled dishcloth which we use and throw in the hamper, similar lines were formed on Elf's face. So Elf's face wrinkled, which shows that he wasn't happy at knowing that he will have to do Patrick's homework. Now, what's a dishcloth? It is a cloth which we use to clean dishes. And hamper is this basket with a cover in which we usually keep eatables. Now, he kicked his legs and doubled his fists. Doubling one's fist means to clench our fingers tightly. When we close our fingers tightly, it shows that we do not like something, but we are unable to do anything about it. So the little man did not like the idea of doing homework, but he was helpless. So he doubled his fists and he grimaced. Again, this is an expression when we make this ugly face, when we do not like something, when we find something disgusting. And scowled is also an expression when we frown upon something, when we do not like something, we are angry. So scowling means this expression when we are angry at something. And pursed his lips means to close our lips tightly, again when we disapprove of something, we do not like something. So all these expressions show that the little man wasn't happy to know that he will have to do Patrick's homework. But still the little man says, "Am I cursed? That have you cursed me?" But he agrees to do his homework if Patrick saved him from the cat. And true to his word, that little elf began to do Patrick's homework. Except there was one glitch. The elf didn't always know what to do and he needed help. Help me, he would say, and Patrick would have to help in whatever way. True to his word means to keep one's promise. So as promised, Elf started doing Patrick's homework, but there was one glitch. Glitch means when there's a fault in a machine, but here it means a problem. So Elf started doing Patrick's homework, but there was one problem. That Elf never knew what he had to do. So he always needed help. He would say, help me, and Patrick would always have to help Elf in whatever way he could. "I don't know this word," the elf squeaked. "While reading Patrick's homework, get me a dictionary." "No, what's even better? Look up the word and sound it out by each letter." Squeaked means to shout in a high-pitched voice, to scream. So Elf shouted that he did not know the meaning of a word, so he asked Patrick to get a dictionary. And then he said that it would be even better if Patrick himself looked up the word in the dictionary and told him how it was pronounced and what was its meaning. When it came to maths, Patrick was out of luck. "What are timetables?" the elf shrieked. "We elves never need that. And addition and subtraction and division and fractions? Here, sit down beside me. You simply must guide me." Out of luck means to be unlucky. Now when it came to doing maths homework, Patrick was unlucky because again elves said that what are timetables? That elves never need timetables, so he said that he doesn't know what these are or what addition, subtraction, division or fraction is. He said that Patrick will have to sit beside him and help him in doing maths homework. So this is why Patrick was unlucky, because elf again needed Patrick's help to do maths homework. Elves know nothing of human history. To them it's a mystery. So the little elf, already a shouter, just got louder. Go to the library, I need book. More and more books. And you can help me read them too. And then when they had to do history homework, the elf said that human history was a mystery to elves and that he knows nothing about it. So the elf, who was already a shouter, who already shouted so much, started shouting even more loudly. And he shouted and asked Patrick to get books for him from the library. And he also asked Patrick to read the books for him so that he could do history homework for Patrick. As a matter of fact, every day in every way that little elf was a nag. Patrick was working harder than ever, and was it a drag? He was staying up nights, had never felt so weary, was going to school with his eyes puffed and bleary. As a matter of fact means in reality. A nag is someone who complains a lot, who has a problem with everything, and so is very irritating. So in reality, the little elf had problem with everything, so it was very irritating for Patrick. And Patrick was working very hard. He had never worked so hard in his life before. And it was very drag. Drag means boring and uninteresting. So it was very boring for him. And he started staying late at nights, and he never felt so tired that now he'd started going to school with his puffed and bleary eyes. Puffed means these swollen eyes. When you're tired, you don't get good sleep. These are the eyes that you have, swollen eyes. And bleary, again, when you're tired, you have red eyes and you cannot see clearly. So because Patrick was working very hard, he was staying up at night and he wasn't getting good sleep. So he had these puffed and bleary eyes, and this is how he was going to school. Finally, the last day of school arrived and the elf was free to go. As for homework, there was no more. So he quietly and slyly slipped out the back door. So finally, it was the last day of Patrick's school, and as per the promise, elf was free to leave. And as far as homework is concerned, there was no homework, so the elf very quietly and slyly means secretively, without being noticed. So he very quietly left from the back door. Patrick got A's, his classmates were amazed, his teachers smiled and were full of praise. So Patrick got good grades in his subjects, his classmates were surprised, his teachers were happy and they praised Patrick. And his parents, they wondered what had happened to Patrick. He was now the model kid, cleaned his room, did his chores, was cheerful, never rude, like he had developed a whole new attitude. And Patrick's parents, they were also surprised, and they thought what had happened to Patrick. That now he had become a model kid, an ideal child, a perfect child whose example we give to other children. That he'd become so good, he cleaned his room, did his chores. Chores is the routine work that we do on a daily basis, the work that we usually find boring. So Patrick did his chores, he was always happy, he was never rude, he was very polite, like he had developed a whole new attitude. So he had completely changed his behavior, he had become a good boy now. You see, in the end, Patrick still thought he had made that tiny man do all his homework. But I'll share a secret, just between you and me. It wasn't the elf, Patrick had done it himself. So Patrick thought he had made the little man do his homework. But the writer says he'll share a secret which should remain between him and the reader, that it wasn't the elf, but in actual it was Patrick who was doing his homework. And how did it happen? You see, elf always needed help to do Patrick's homework. And for that, he asked Patrick for help. And to help the elf, Patrick himself had to study. He had to read the books and then he could help the elf. So in a way, it was Patrick himself who was doing his homework. So this was the story. I hope you found it interesting. Now let's discuss the question answers. I would suggest that first you answer these questions yourself, and for this you can pause the video, and once you're done you can play the video and check your answers. I hope you're done. Okay, so the first question is, what did Patrick think his cat was playing with? What was it really? Patrick thought that his cat was playing with a little doll. In reality, it was an elf. Why did the little man grant Patrick a wish? The little man granted Patrick a wish because he had saved him from the cat. What was Patrick's wish? Patrick wished that the little man did all his homework till the end of the semester. Again, you can pause the video to answer these 3 questions yourself, and then you can play the video to check the answers. I hope you're done. In what subjects did the little man need help to do Patrick's homework? The little man needed Patrick's help in maths, English, and history. How did Patrick help him? Patrick sat beside the elf and guided him. He brought books from the library and read them to him. Who do you think did Patrick's homework? The little man or Patrick himself? Give reasons for your answer. Patrick did his homework himself. He read the books to the little man, looked up the words in the dictionary, and helped the elf in maths. So in actual, Patrick himself did his homework. So this was about it. I hope you understood the chapter and you found it interesting. If you have any doubt or suggestion, please write in the comment section below. Thank you.